Hello everyone, Gomez here. I've just seen the announcement that they've just made in a live video about the updates and what's coming. So let's just get into this. New champion. It's telling us what the new region is going to be. It's amazing. So I'm going to go into it and like I said, it's going to be playing and I'm going to give you my opinions and whatnot and stopping it and whatnot. So let's just get into this. It's exciting times, don't stand. Okay, let's just get into this because obviously, like, it goes into new champion, goes into what the new region's gonna be. I mean, it's amazing. So let's just go.
We're focusing on leveling up our approach to champions and bringing more social features to Legends of Runeterra, while introducing
that's nice to hear as well.
To the game.
Need some more social features. So the new region goes into shine. Like, oh, look at all the old ones. I mean, to be fair, I actually forgot how good like the artwork was, like in terms of these little things they did when they started these regions.
We're traveling to the magnificent ancient land of Shurima.
Yes, it is official, desert land, people. We're going there. We're going to ancient Egypt. Yes, and look at this card art as well. Like, look at the artwork. So you know these are going to be cards, right? Just look at them all. What they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
Let's talk about gameplay.
Yep, here we go.
Shurima will add some really cool new mechanics to the game, from seeking buried relics to predicting the future or tapping into the godlike power of the Ascended. Shurima's power is available to those who are resourceful. So
number one, that is a magnificent poro and I can't wait to see what it's going to do. So, but he said like it's going to be tapping into ancient relics, so maybe is relic going to be a keyword for that region? Like in terms of the fact like is, because you know obviously like you know we've got certain things, so is relic, because obviously you got like fragments and gems and things like in, so like Targon's got gems, you got fragments in Noxus. Like is relic gonna be like their thing, and like obviously what they're gonna do. But I just want to say I love the artwork on this poro and all the artwork they've just shown. Bear in mind they're probably all gonna be cards. I love the little, let's just go back, just that little, I love the little what is it, guy? Like the little man who's like, it's like he's calling to the sky like ah! Like I've got no idea what that's gonna be, but I honestly can't wait. But it looks like there's multiple of them because there's some climbing up the wall up the top there. But I want to know. I want to know what the story is because I'm loving the artwork already. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on with what's going on. So relics are most likely going to be like that's starting to look exciting, and like new keyword and that they have already said. So harnessing the power of the gods is going to be an interesting one as well. So I don't know what that's gonna be, but we will find out. It's exciting times. But look, they such hype already. Such hype.
But be warned, the sands do not forgive. We'll be sharing more about Shurima.
But the sands of time do not forgive.
Early in the year.
Okay, so champions.
As part of this year's goal to focus more on champions, we're looking for new ways to get you more champions more often, even outside of our bi-monthly expansion releases.
So that is actually really interesting when you think about it, in terms of the fact that like normally we're used to getting champions like boom every single time, so every 2 months, like when the expansions are doing that. So the main hit of the expansion like it's going to be in February, and then the little tiny one. So like for example when we had Call of the Mountain, the first initial hit was 8 champions, and then the other ones were 3 champions and 3 champions. So the fact that we're going to be getting champions in between the main bulk of cards is actually really interesting, and just wait till you see who's coming.
These champion releases is right around the corner, featuring everyone's favorite sad moon boy. Aphelios is coming to lore next
He's
month.
coming in.
Aphelios is a gun-swapping lunar.
So let's see some of his things. I mean, that's amazing. Look, Moon Man's coming next month. I mean, to be fair, all the cards are coming next month, right? But still, unless they mean these, I mean that's glorious as well. But do they mean like, I guess it depends when this was filmed, right? Right. So he gets to choose what weapon he plays. So a bit like Twisted Fate. In the first time you play him, you get to decide PMG. So we know that he gets to decide between these different things. So Grant and Ally, they are all slow speed and 2 cost as well. This is very important to remember that they're all the same cost and they're all slow speed. So Grant and Ally overwhelm, and +2 attack, +1 health, and then phase, which could... I don't see this is when the little things start. It's phase. It depends on what phase now means. We obviously don't know what that means. So phase, and then that or that, which is actually other words. Other things on here. So the first one can phase into the last one or into the second one. The second one can phase into the one that's like the penultimate one, or the one that's in the mid. So do they swap? Do they swap between? Like, is it actually every single turn they stay in your hand? Do they swap between the other ones that say? But it depends on what phase means, right? In terms of does phase mean that we also get that ability? I mean, honestly, we don't know, right? This is just the start. So the first one is you're gonna be granting somebody overwhelming additional damage. So basically putting a Zenith Blade on top of somebody, but for 2 cost rather than 3 cost. We've got deal 3 damage to a follower. So that's just a removal spell, which, to be fair, Targon doesn't actually have, like, apart from obviously like the one that we've been getting from Zoe, like there's no actual like straight direct target removal. So that's actually quite nice to see coming in there. We've got stun an enemy if it's a follower. Stun it again at the next round start. So that is quite nice because obviously it's not as powerful against champions. So a champion, you're only going to stun it for this turn, but if you hit a follower, you are actually getting the thing of knowing that it's going to be stunned next turn as well. Granted an ally life steal and +1/+1. So yeah, again, really nice move there to be able to make sure you're able to keep your health up, which admittedly Targon can do really well anyway, with all the different heals that it's got, but that is just a nice little thing because it is granting that keyword again, which is like nice to see. Summon a 2-cost follower from your deck if it has Nightfall. Trigger it. So that's actually quite devastating, isn't it? So obviously the only 2-cost follower that we know that's got Nightfall is the elusive one, isn't it? Well, let me think. Is there any other 2-cost? I mean, right, okay, if we're talking in Targon, we're talking the elusive. If we're talking in Shadow Isles, there is there is the Shadestalker now is 2-cost. There is actually no, what's his face is 3-cost, isn't he? I'm gonna actually have to quickly look up how many cards are in that, which are in that pool. I mean, obviously there's always the chance of them adding more, right? So that's the thing. The other thing to actually note, which I probably should have said right at the beginning, he's a 3-cost 3/3, which is nice. It's not a bad stat line. It's not bad to get out. He's basically on par with Draven in terms of the fact that he has 3-cost 3/3. Doesn't have the quick attack of Draven, but to be fair, actually, I don't actually know what keywords he. I don't actually know what keywords he already has on himself. So that, which we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm just going to very quickly look up what cards are in that pool and then let you know. So looking at the moment, the only 2 which are 2-cost is, as I said, the elusive one or the Evershade Short, which is Evershade Stalker. But it does say follow. It does say follow. So Diana does not actually count within that thing. But obviously, it's really good, right? The fact that, so let's go back to the video. So it is summoned. So you're bringing those directly out. So even if there's so many things in that 2-cost range that would be so nice in multiple regions to bring out. So it is actually a nice thing to see. Yes, no, the fact that it gives you so many different options, it opens up so much different game. But I still want to know what phase means, whether or not it phases between them, like in terms of each turn. But other than that, so let's just quickly have a little look, see what else goes on. So he just says, so Nightfall, pick a weapon. When I've seen you play 2 more cards in a round, which it create a moon weapon in hand if you would quit. So I'm guessing, so basically he has to see you do 2 moon, which, yeah, so every single time you play 2 cards, he can create another weapon by the sounds of things, or at least he puts a random one in your hand. So whether or not you get that choice, you get the first choice, and then I've cast a moon weapon 4 times. So basically you're using multiple cards and then being able to get the moon weapons, random ones. As long as you play 4 of them, boom, you get his level up, which is quite nice to see there. So let's quickly keep going forward here. It took a long time to do that, but we wanted to get the information right.
His arsenal to use first. But to really utilize Aphelios to his full potential, you should also be thinking about which weapon you'll need several rounds in the future.
So it looks like we get to see what his spell's gonna look like in that bottom corner there. So we get to look at what his spell looks like. We don't know what his spell actually does, but it's a burst speed 2 cost. That's what we know. So right, so you get to do.
Strategy will become more complex as you play more moon weapons alongside the brand new Targon cards.
Confused?
Okay. Don't worry, a loon will guide you.
I mean, so he does say it's going to be a bit confusing to begin with. Okay, I want to know more about that champion.
In almost all of the new features we're developing.
But it's amazing, right? Moonman's coming to Runeterra. Yes. I love the way that he's just so like.
As you play games with each champion, you'll level up your champion mastery.
This is interesting as well. So they're actually going to be there's going to be champion mastery within it. So the amount of times that you play a champion, you're going to be ranking them up, and it sounds like you're going to be unlocking cosmetics for that by leveling up a champion. Or at least that's the way that he describes it there. I do apologize, I was probably talking over him, but he does say you level up and there's potential of like showing people you love playing this champion.
Focus a lot on competitive play with ranked, gauntlets, and seasonal tournaments.
They've done a really good job. They've done a really good job with ranked
this year, and I'm happy to announce that our next seasonal tournament will be
ranked and tournaments.
At the end of February.
We already knew that, to be fair.
We have an opportunity to make Legends of Runeterra a game that's fun to play with friends too. We miss the days of meeting up for late night games and making fun of each other for some really interesting plays. So I'm excited to share that our first cooperative lab is coming this week on January 13th. In this unique game mode,
cooperative labs
is advancing, and the only way to take them down is through the power of friendship. Work alongside your
the power of friendship
decks that are built for teamwork. Darius is about to hit you with a Noxian guillotine. Don't worry, your buddies got your back.
So this is so basically what this is this is very similar to, I don't know if everyone remembers, they used to run every now and then because obviously this is in labs, so these labs obviously change. So it's a little bit along the same lines as the Hearthstone weekly what the hell was it called, brawl, I think it was called, yes. There used to be sometimes cooperative brawls, so both players are working together against another threat, which actually makes it interesting because obviously there are the cards which are for all players, and everyone's been questioning, does that mean we're going to get something like this in the future? Well, apparently we are. So so you're going to be working together with other players which are in labs to be able to beat a certain foe together. So it's actually really, really interesting stuff, isn't it, when you think about it? So it's going to be pre-built decks. They're going to give you each person's going to get one, and you kind of have to work together. I like that. This kind of thing like promotes like nicety amongst the community, because you are just going to be meeting up. You're going to randomly queue into a lab. You're going to be with some random other person, and you guys know that you've got the common goal of working together. And so it's really nice to see, like, you know, maybe like afterwards you might friend each other and go like, that was good job there. So this kind of thing I love what they're doing in this game. They're just like every aspect of it is amazing.
So
yes.
Victory before you're
so firstly, we must defeat Noxus.
First foray into the world of cooperative modes.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to seeing what you think. Your feedback will help shape the sorts of labs.
I love the fact that they do want to know our feedback as well. They do want to know what we think. I love that. One more thing.
Finally, we had a blast working with the League team on Spirit Blossom, and we're excited to partner with them again. But they would ruin me if I said anything else.
So we know the Ruin King is coming, so the next event is gonna be something to do with the Ruin King and everything like that. So that's quite nice. So basically, so that is basically all he has to say, by the way. So that's kind of why we probably didn't get anything in. You know, you remember way back when in October when we got Spirit Blossom and that, and the KDA event. When everyone was going, oh, why aren't we seeing any Halloween stuff? Why aren't we seeing any Halloween stuff? This is the reason we didn't see any Halloween stuff, because obviously this is gonna be the Halloween stuff in terms of it's gonna be Ruination. So it's all gonna be ghostly. It's all gonna be horror based. Kind of like, you know what I mean, like kind of like ghost theme thing. So yes, so we are gonna be getting that. It's just later than what we thought we were gonna be getting. That's like, just everything they do in this game is so amazing. They think about everything. The developers and the team is so amazing. I love it. And like, so we've got new champion. Can't wait to be able to play him. He looks like he's going to be a little bit complicated, but he's got so much diversity. He's going to be another Nightfall champion. So yeah, again, like, you instantly think playing him with Diana, but it depends on, obviously, like, you might play him with what's his face, old Nocturne with that Shade Stalker, because there's the possibility of hitting that and then its Nightfall ability hitting and giving you another one in the hand. Obviously they might introduce more 2-cost Nightfall followers, which will mean that there's more in that thing that could potentially hit. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter if it doesn't hit one, because it just says it summons the follower regardless. Only if it's Nightfall, it will also trigger that effect. So there's so many different 2-cost cards that are great to get there still followers, just to summon them immediately. So it is amazing. I love this. So this is amazing news, but let me know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the new champion? What do you think about the fact we're going to the desert region? Like, all that art that we saw, all of the gloriousness that can come out, that the fact there's going to be apparently relics, and there's going to be harnessing the power of the gods, whatever that means. Just the excitement and the hype is real. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section below. You can catch the video yourself if you want to, but obviously I'll just highlight what I thought was like the main things of it, because that is the whole talk that they did on Runeterra. But honestly, it is exciting times ahead. I can't wait to see what's going on. If you guys want to catch me on Twitch, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I do stream live on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So if you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to, while I play stupid decks and a little bit more Expedition and whatnot now, because I do love Expedition. It's a really good game mode. Or just catch more of my YouTube content of me playing crazy stupid decks. Please feel free to do so, to hit that watch it subscribe button. If I entertained you even slightly, why not consider it? But there is also the Discord link down below if you want to get in that Discord and we can talk about all these new stuff that's going on. It's glorious. Anyway, until next time, bye! From Flash of Brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.